Hello, I'm EXCat and welcome back to the video. So everyone loves to be told they're wrong, right? Well, actually it's kind of the opposite, but sometimes you need to be told you're wrong because there are lots of things that you just kind of do habitually because you just came up with it once and then you just keep doing it the way it worked the first time. But the truth is, sometimes this is the least efficient way to do something and, you end up wasting lots of time or valuable resources. In the real world, this can be money. In Minecraft, it can be diamonds, even more valuable than money. So today's video, I figured I'd teach you some ways to save yourself some of that time, save yourself some of those diamonds, and basically enchant a little bit better by teaching you ways you're probably already enchanting at least a little bit wrong. So hopefully you do enjoy this video, teaching you how not to enchant badly. You can like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel, and lets know you do like this sort of top 5 video. But with that said, let's get straight into talking about the first way you're probably enchanting wrong in Minecraft, and this is a really big one. I'll admit I did until I did the full workout down on it, because they actually changed it somewhat recently, I believe, to do with repairing items. So when it comes to repairing items, let's say a pickaxe, for instance, diamond pickaxes, I've repaired mine so many times, but I've always been doing it wrong because I've been repairing it using diamonds. Or if I had an iron pickaxe, let's say, I'd be repairing it using iron ingots. And this seems like it's right because you put 3 iron ingots in there and you repair it most of the way up. If you have unbreaking, this is a good deal because you spend 4 enchantments versus 3 plus the getting everything put in place, and then you have to get it by chance. It's not a good deal. Whereas if you have it like this, you can save yourself lots of effort, time, and then you just get everything done. However, the trick is when you have a mostly broken pickaxe, you don't want to repair it using 3 iron ingots. You want to take those 3 iron ingots, you want to craft them using 2 extra sticks, and you want to go back in with a full just pickaxe that you've made from scratch. Again, this seems weird on the surface, but the truth is it actually repairs the exact same, as you can see, it repairs not even the exact same amount, a little bit more than the same amount, all the way up to max for the same number of iron ingots, and it costs less to do more. So basically what I'm saying here is if you make another iron pickaxe, you'll get more done, you'll get it for less enchantment cost, and you'll also be able to just save yourself, the extra bit of time and effort it would have otherwise taken, and that means you're going to get more out of that stuff. So yeah, save time, you save ingots, and also save, and actually get more efficiency. There's no reason why you shouldn't be doing this, but yeah, for all these years, whenever my pickaxe broke, I've just been doing it wrong because that's how I assumed it should be done. So yeah, don't use iron ingots. As you can see, it costs 4 ingots most of the way there. Use a pickaxe because you'll just get more for less, which is bizarre. It works that way, but that's how it works in Minecraft. Always repair items using the exact same item you got, because then you'll end up with something like this. So boom, that's how you turn your pickaxe into more value, and it's something that, again, I wasn't doing before now, and now I totally am going to be doing. So the second thing that you're probably doing wrong when it comes to enchanting in Minecraft is actually using mending on an elytra. So the mending enchantment is a super rare one to come across. It looks like this, and once you find it, you know you're in the money, because this can only be found through rare treasure methods, and that means when you got one of these, you gotta value it, you gotta work out what you're putting it on, and you gotta really mean it, I guess. So basically why I'm saying don't put it on an elytra is because although elytras are valuable, and it would be nice to have an elytra that never broke, truth is, fixing elytras is not very expensive. It only takes leather and a few experience points, and given that the elytra doesn't even have that many slots in it to begin with, mending's just not the greatest of enchantments in the world. I'd say unbreaking is still just about justifiable, but even then, the things you want to be putting your unbreaking on, the thing you want to be putting your mending on, if you do find it, is one of your diamond tools. The reason for this, a diamond chestplate, for instance, another good example would be, like a diamond sword, anything like that. If you put it on one of these things, like I've done with my sword over here, if you put it on, a sword, or you put it on anything made out of diamonds, this means as well as saving you the same amount of XP, again, because what it does is it takes the XP you take and it puts onto your sword. It saves you the same amount of XP it would with the, the sword or the elytra, but the truth is this means instead of saving 8 leather, you're now going to save 8 diamonds, and 8 diamonds is worth a lot. You know how many times I have to say lot? A lot more than 8 leather, which is why you should always enchant diamond tools first if you have these saving measures, because unbreaking and mending save you a lot of diamonds in the long run, and if you want to save if you were given the choice between saving diamonds and saving leather, you'd always pick saving diamonds. So if you want to make the most efficient choices, always put mending on your diamond tools. Boom, there's why you do it, there's how you do it, and that's the second thing that's the second way you're probably enchanting wrong. I've seen so many mending elytras despite having basic basic diamond armor, which is why it's so wasteful in my opinion. So the third way you're probably enchanting wrong is when it comes to getting enchantments. So this is something that I guess it requires a lot of XP, so be warned for that. But if you really want to get, let's say, efficiency 4, what a lot of people do is they'll throw their pickaxe on there. It's gonna instantly work. But let's say it didn't instantly work, we couldn't get efficiency 4, we just weren't getting it after all this time. I think this actually is efficiency 4, right? So if we couldn't, oh no, this is efficiency 1. So if we just keep not getting efficiency 4, or we just only get efficiency 2, or something like that, but we really want it, rather than throwing pickaxe after pickaxe after pickaxe at it, after the first 3 or 4 pickaxes, you'll probably have enough that you can repair them together. So yeah, instead of just going for brand new enchantments, sometimes it's worth repairing 2 pickaxes together. So use up half your diamond pickaxe, use half another diamond pickaxe, and then you can repair the 2 together to get efficiency 3. This then means if you have 4 of an enchantment, you can combine all 4 together to get 2 of the next level. So if we had 4 efficiency 2 pickaxes, like we do, we can repair 2 of them together to get efficiency 3, repair another 2 together to get this efficiency 3, and then combine the 2 efficiency 3s together to get efficiency 4. Again, that costs like 12 total enchantment points, which is a lot, I'll admit, but then at the end of that, we've got our pickaxe, and we don't have to keep throwing pickaxe after pickaxe after pickaxe, hoping for this one enchantment that for some reason we just cannot get. So it works a lot better with Fortune, of course, because Fortune does come in Fortune 2 a lot, and it works a lot better with Thorns, but I think it's a good example to show off with, it's a good example, I think, to show off with, you know, the efficiency anyway, because every enchantment can be stacked this way. Unbreaking is a really good one, because Unbreaking 2 is almost useless, Unbreaking 1 is basically useless, whereas Unbreaking 3 is amazing. Always combine enchantments together if you have a lot of the previous gen ones, rather than just keep on throwing for new ones. So the fourth way you're probably using enchantments from, it's just a, you know, a choice of enchantments really, because you're probably using Sharpness on your swords, because Sharpness, when you put it on a sword, it tells you do more attack damage. As you can see, this is 10 attack damage with Sharpness, and that's after the nerf. So, after they nerfed Sharpness, it went from only it went from being actually pretty good to only dealing an extra 3 attack damage, which isn't actually too much. That's only like an increase of about 40% or so, which sounds like a lot, 40% for Sharpness 5, but this is the very highest you can get. This takes a lot of effort, and if you're going for Sharpness 5, you should just go for Smite 5 instead. And again, this is only for single player players. If you're multiplayer, you do need Sharpness 5, but most of us probably aren't playing multiplayer enough to justify the Sharpness 5, right? I know in my Let's Play world, Sharpness 5 is kind of just defeating the point, because the truth is most things that require you to use that extra damage in single player are actually damaged by Smite more. So think about every really scary damaging mob in your Minecraft world that has a lot of health. You're thinking about the Wither Skeleton, damaged more by Smite. This does an extra, I think this is basically double damage against those mobs. You can one-hit kill a skeleton, a Wither Skeleton, anything like that if you jump hit with Smite 5. Think about the regular skeleton, instantly killed with this. Think about the zombie. Think about the Wither, the hardest boss to kill in Minecraft. It's easier to kill with the Smite 5 sword because it is an undead mob. So yeah, the only mobs that are exceptions to that are stuff like Enderman, but like, you know, is Sharpness 5 really that useful against Enderman? The only mobs that are exceptions are just these weird kind of edge cases, and honestly, I would say Smite 5 is just better in single player in every situation ever than Sharpness, with, you know, again, unless you're in the end just killing Enderman, but with very few exceptions, you want to be using Smite, not Sharpness. So yeah, Smite, greater than Sharpness, make sure you're using that, throw away your Sharpness sword, even if it has Mending on it, and just get yourself a Smite sword. Don't really do that, but let's move on to the fifth way you're probably enchanting wrong, because I mentioned Thorns earlier. Thorns is a really fun, cool enchantment. When it first came out, people loved the idea that, like, oh yeah, so you can have this chest plate that when mobs hit you, it actually, you know, like hurts them too. But the thing about this is that makes it a bit more complex than that, is that even though, okay, so let's grab ourselves a zombie and let's let him hurt me to death, or not to death, I guess. But yeah, let's, I believe there's a zombie in here. So let me show you something. I guess we'll have to break our way into there instead. Let me show you something rather interesting that you might not have known about. So if we just, okay, let's go start burning him. Not what I'm going for here. Okay, just whatever, he's not going to hurt me. But my point being here is, you know, when the mob actually hurts you, you're going to see how it does. When it hurts him, it does a lot of damage to my chest plate. It's kind of hard to see at this level, but it doesn't just hurt you. Oh, we're going to have to actually kill this guy. But it doesn't actually just hurt you the amount that you might think it does, because, again, every time you take damage, it gives 1 armor durability, but every time you take damage with Thorns on, it deals 3 durability. So you quadruple, because you're already taking the original source, you're quadrupling the rate at which your chest plate will degrade, and when you have Thorns on that's such a tragic thing. This is a diamond chest plate. It cost me 12 to get, plus it cost me 8 diamonds, and I'm going to throw it away just to deal that extra, you know, 2 hearts of damage to a zombie. If you're playing single player, there is no good reason ever you should be using Thorns, because it does such a small amount of damage, again, such a small amount of damage in such a, you know, like indirect way, in such a way that hurts you, because, again, it takes up your durability on your armor, and there's just no reason to use it in single player. And honestly, even in multiplayer, you really have to weigh up the risk of, like, is it worth all of those diamonds? Is it worth the extra, you know, use just to hurt people a little bit when I could just go with protection? I could go with all these other things. And the usual answer to that question is no, don't use Thorns. You probably never want to be using Thorns. And if you're using Thorns, then maybe, just maybe, you're doing something wrong. So yeah, there's your 5 things that you're probably already doing a little bit. Again, Thorns is a rare enchantment, so you might not have ever come across it, but I bet if you ever did come across it and you learned that, oh, it hurts mobs that attack you, you probably would start using it and hurting skeletons because it feels so good. But yeah, the secret of it that the game never tells you is that it uses up 3 times the durability and, well, I guess 4 times the durability, whatever you hit, which is just so much to ask for when you only have like 1,000, you turn that down to 250, damage hits, and then you realize, like, wait a minute, let's not do this, let's just stick to my regular enchantments, and that's how I've done it ever since. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video. Like if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like this sort of video, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.